if there was not a more clear example of the Pistons not winning a championship this year, despite being the first seed, look no further than this game right here. The Pistons lost to the worst team, by no exaggeration, not just in the Eastern Conference, but in the NBA. That deserves a sound effect. In the whole NBA, the worst team in general has just beat the first seed Pistons after Cade Cunningham has a great game, and after we trade what should have been a guy that should have been on the Pistons forever, his whole career, that played alongside Cade Cunningham, that knew Cade Cunningham, I'd probably say better than maybe any player on the Pistons to this day. Jaden Ivey gets traded to the Bulls, and not even a good trade, because who did we get? We got Kevin Huerter, that dropped an incredible performance of 0 points, 0 three-pointers, which we drafted him into this. He didn't even show up. Maybe just make one, so we can possibly see that you're able to do something, just something. I don't understand how Kevin Huerter is getting more even playing time than Dennis Jenkins. I mean, that's a conversation for another time. But, just maybe show up, Kevin. Show up to work. Maybe I don't even care if he would have scored 3 points. It's not even that fact. I just want to see one go in the rim, or at least a layup. Can we see a layup? Can we see something? He missed all his 3-pointers. I just want to see it. Maybe the trade is worth it, but we traded for literally just another useless guard. You don't think Ivy would have had more points this game that would have actually impacted the game and helped the Pistons win against the garbage, sorry-ass Wizards? Ideally, if I was to go out and I was the Pistons and I was to say, hey, if we're going to make a trade, if we're going to send Jaden Ivey through, and look at who they got for Jaden Ivey. They got Kevin Huerter. You traded, actually, let's look at the specific details of the trade real quick, right? Search this up. Yeah, the Pistons trade Jaden Ivey to the Bulls in exchange for Kevin Huerter, Sarge, and a first-round pick swap. And nobody cares. Yeah, so basically we got Kevin Huerter for Jaden Ivey. That was the deal. We got Kevin Huerter doesn't even fit the Pistons playstyle. He's just another guard whose whole playstyle is he can occasionally hit 3-pointers. No defense, no ball handling, no toughness, no grit, no nothing. He just might occasionally hit a 3-pointer. That's it. That's his whole game plan. So again, if you're going to trade Jaden Ivey for somebody, and this is my ideal player, this is my ideal player that I would hope could play for the Pistons one day. Next year, who knows? This year, I wish we could have acquired him somehow. But my ideal player that the Pistons could acquire, and you got to know basketball to know this, but is Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams is a player who can stretch the floor in so many different ways. His size helps so much. He's a forward. He can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot. He has size. He has grit, and he can play some defense. All those factors would fit the Pistons system so much. And he plays big, right? So he plays bigger than his size is. He's a forward. And he can guard 1 through 5. Not only can he play defense, but he has that toughness, and he has the skill to space the floor and shoot. If the Pistons somehow acquired Kenrich Williams, he would have damn near at least had 2 points this game, and he would adapt to the system. Kevin Huerter is just a walking L. He's just a walking brick. No nothing, no toughness, no heart, no grit, no fire, no pace. He's not fast. He can't play off the dribble. He can't defend. Again, his whole style is just, I can hit a 3, maybe. Maybe, and that's not even guaranteed. Maybe I can hit a three. Is Kevin Huerter a piece that's going to help a team win a championship? No. Kenrich Williams is. The worst thing about yesterday was that we have now bums, young bums, scrubs, nerds, and geeks. This is all these guys look like the friend group that would hang out in high school, like outside of like the drama class or like the theater class. Like these were like the kids that like would sit on the floor and eat lunch. But look, they beat the Pistons and they're feeling all tough and they start mocking the fans, man. Sometimes you just gotta hold your L. One more time. So I don't know who this 00 guy is. I really don't like this guy. Be humble. They all made an enemy out of. I can never root for these guys ever, man. Individually, I would never root for their team, of course. But I'm just saying, on an individual level as a player, there's no ounce of support that they can get out of me. And I used to think Keyshawn George was cool too. Like he low-key would have got a little bit of support. Like, hey man, you had a good game. Nah, bro. I see any of these geeks in real life, bro, it's on site. Facts. It's on site, bro. I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna let and of course I'm not gonna get physical with them unless they touch me first. And in that case, it's a lawsuit. I'd be thanking them and jumping so high with joy. Thank you for touching me. I'd make sure that I have my camera recording the whole interaction. But what I mean by on site is if I ever see one of these nerds in real life, bro, I'm going to say, you suck. You're sorry. You're an embarrassment to the NBA and what we used to have as a professional sports league. The Washington Wizards used to have bench players like even Ish Smith Jr. If you know, you know. The legend of hopping around teams. Remember when Ish Smith was playing on the bench? That was the year that Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal were like the highest scoring duo in the league, 2020, 2021. Bradley Beal, when he was like the first highest, second highest scoring point player in the league. STL in the building, 314 in the building. I'll never forget Bradley Beal, literally a top 15 scoring guard, literally a top 10 shooting guard of all time, Bradley Beal. But man, these guys will never see an ounce of support I have for any of them ever, man. It's embarrassing, man. Talking way too tough, bro. You guys are the worst team in the league. Cool. Any member of the Detroit Pistons staff watching this video, I'd like to offer my role in accusation and positions. My resume is I've been watching you guys for far too long. And I know exactly how to make this team a terrific team. So I can, if you guys just give me the power and control, I'd turn this team into a championship contender in literally 24 hours. If I had the trade deadline to make a trade, I would turn the Detroit Pistons into a legit championship contender in literally under 24 hours. And all I do is make one or two moves. I know more. I know more about this team, right? I know more about this team than anybody else would know about this team. Because clear as day, the Pistons aren't championship contenders right now. If I was the GM, I'd make them one, but I don't have that ability. But they aren't one right now, and this game just proved it.